Well, hello everybody, welcome back to another vlog. As you can see, it is March the 2nd and just after 9 o'clock in the evening. We're gonna go and do a little bit of a contracting job. Now, it's technically speaking through the agency, but it's Ryan's farm, so all of it's coming to me, pretty much. So we're going to get into the truck and we're going to go drive over to drive over to Ryan's and then drive over to Clever Motors to get fertilizer. So the job is a fertilizing job. We're going to use Ryan's, I keep wanting to say Mike, we're going to use Ryan's tractor and fertilizer because even though we do have a tractor, we don't have a fertilizer. We can, technically speaking, fertilize with the seeder that we've got, but I don't think that is going to be a good idea for the seeder. I think it's going to damage the seeder too much. So we're going to go use oh my word, see what I mean? We're going to go use Ryan's tractor and fertilizer spreader. It's apparently very cool. It's a new tractor, he said, and I'm very excited to give it a go. It's a fast track, JCB fast track. I have seen them around, and from what I can understand, they are some really cool tractors. So I'm very excited to get into this job. And I believe it's one of the top 2 fields. I will just have to check with him with the with the email. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one, the big one. Might be this one, but it's unlikely because it looks like it's just weeds. So yeah, I think it's that big one. The one we've done something on that before. I can't remember what we did, but yeah, we've done something on that before. Doesn't seem like Jack has moved any of his equipment, but I guess, you know, you've got this amount of money. Oh, I guess you don't really have to worry too much about it. Right, I'm gonna park right here. All right. Actually, I'm gonna go have a chat with Ryan quickly, and just. Oh, he started the tractor for me. That's cool, because it's cold. He obviously left it on and get it warmed up, right? Very nice of him. And yeah, I'm gonna go have a quick chat with him. I will be right back. All right, so it is actually, you see that big brown field, that one that spans the length of the others? Is that one? It's a big job, and we gotta go get the fertilizer. I did think that we're gonna have to go do that, so that's not a problem. He did confirm he bought some, and if I do need some, all I need to do is just tell Mike to... Oh, I just turned it off. This tractor's so quiet. I got in, I was like, is it on? Anyway, and just tell Mike to get some more and put it on Ryan's tab. So yeah, must be nice to have a tab at Clever Motors. I'll just buy a tractor, put it on my tab, so that's gotta be nice, you know. Right, let's quickly make sure all of this is in, and then that one, there we go. All right, let's go. Right, so we gotta go to Clever Motors now. Wow, this is a nice tractor. Look at it inside. Damn. And it is quiet. It's nice and warm in here as well. Obviously, it's got heating, and it's on, and it's been standing for a while, running for a while, so it's nice and warm, which I am very happy about. Very thoughtful of Ryan to turn on the heating for us. So yeah, it's this really big field. Probably going to take us quite a while. This one here. Oh, and also, they are still trying to get rid of some stuff. Apparently all the tractors are gone now, but they do have some minor implements that they are still trying to get rid of. So we're gonna go have a look at that as well, since we're there anyway. If they have any put out today, I believe they should. If I read the newsletter correctly, or remember the newsletter correctly, there should be implements that we could potentially buy, take off of Clever Motors' hands, too many S's in that sentence, at a fairly, hopefully cheap price, you know? This thing is moving. We're at 60 kilometers an hour. Easy. Even 70 kilometers, even dragging this big ass trailer behind us. Now obviously it's empty, so it's Probably not very, although it is probably heavy, but it can obviously go a lot heavier. But yeah, 72 kilometers an hour. That's quick. What's that in miles? Like 45? No, maybe, yeah, maybe 40? 42? 41? I don't know. Something like that. Like, oh, wait, oh, I thought he was coming straight into my lane. Scared me. I do have a thing on my phone that I can do that with, calculate that with, but I don't actually know what the... I think it's 1.6 kilometers per mile, but I have no idea how to convert that into kilometers an hour. Just took a sip of my coffee from my furnace. I'm struggling to talk today. I don't know why. I think it's because I haven't actually done a vlog in a couple of months. Well, actually a month. So yeah, that's probably why I'm not quite used to talking this much. Most days have been spent just spending on my own mostly. Here and there I did some small jobs with the truck, just delivering or picking up some stuff and, you know, getting all of that going. Is that loading? Can't tell. Alright, let's make a turn here. We're gonna actually, and yeah, there are some stuff out, some implements I want to do. I do want to go have a look. Yeah, there we go. All right, that is going in. Oh, coffee's nice and warm. Lovely day. It's a bit brisk, it's a bit cold, but it is a beautiful looking day. And we have had some snow on occasion throughout February, and we actually had snow yesterday. But it's been, yeah, it's just been pretty cold. Not really, you know, anything that's bothersome too much. Right, let's quickly have a look at the implements that they've got. Is that all they've got? Wow, not a lot left. All right, so looks like a bunch of spreaders kind of stuff. What is this? Oh, this is a planter. Or cedar. Yeah, this is a cedar. Okay. Okay, interesting. This is a cedar as well. This is pretty cool. I do like a John Deere. So obviously older models, especially this one. Looks like that. Yeah, that folds out. Huh. Very cool indeed. And then, yeah, these are spreaders. So that is liquid spreader and solid spreader. So this one essentially... Oh, it works with a belt. How old school is that? This one works roughly, or it's the same sort of thing as that. But obviously significantly smaller and older. That's really cool. PT shaft, I think that is what it's called. It's been bothering me for a long time. I think it's called a PT shaft. Right? A PT shaft. This thing, this yellow thing. Hey, let me know down in the comments. I think that's what they call. I mean, to be honest, I could probably just ask Mike. He knows everything. Oh, and you can tighten the belt. I do like this. This is obviously drawing my attention quite a lot. And this as well. This is actually quite nice. Oh, and you can set the spread. Or the rate, I guess. Sorry, another another sip of my coffee. Oh, hey, it's Mike's wife. Anyway, right. So I do like this one, but my thought here is that although it obviously does the same thing as these, apart from this is solid and this is liquid. The benefit of having one of these is that they what language is that? You can also do herbicide with these. Now, obviously, it's not advised to do that without cleaning, but that is very much a reality, and therefore we could potentially do a bit more with it. And then, obviously, the cedar is great. I do like the John Deere. I feel like considering the road width, this one would work better, and maybe our tractor, I don't know. I need to go inside and actually ask them what what the deal is and what the prices are and how, you know, working with and capacities and all of that stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that while we're here. So it's just gone about 10, so we should be all right for time. I'm going to have a chat with Mike and see what all the details are for those. And I'll have to write it down and then come explain to you guys. So I'll be right back. All right, so I've had a chat about Mike. I've had a chat with Mike, and essentially we talked about these first 4. So I'm not too interested in the solid fertilizer spreader because they essentially, yeah, we're kind of lacking not opportunities, but functionality with them. So here's the deal, right? So we're gonna start with the John Deere planter, not cedar, planter. So they want $5,400 for it. It's working with its 6 meters, which isn't very wide, but that's okay. And then its capacity is 360 liters. The good thing about this, both of them actually, but the John Deere can take both liquid and solid fertilizer as well. And then the, what's this? This is a lizard planter, the red one. That they want $4,200 for that. So see, $1,200 more for this one, but its working capacity is 5.6 meters. Although it's working width. Although its capacity is 600 liters, so it's got double the capacity almost. And slightly shorter working width. But then it can only take solid fertilizer. Which isn't a bad thing. It's still pretty good, to be honest. And then the sprayers, right? So the Unia sprayer, or the Unia, I believe it's this one. Yeah. Unia? How would you say that? Unia? I don't know. Unia sprayer, they want $3,800 for this one. Its working width is 12 meters and its capacity is 1,000 liters, which is pretty good. 12 meters working capacity, that's double the planter. And this can take herbicide and liquid fertilizer as well. And then the Pilmit sprayer, which is this one, they want $2,400 for that. So $1,400 cheaper than the Unia, but its working width is 8 meters instead of 12, and then its capacity is 300 liters. So you'd have to fill that quite often. I'm kind of leaning towards the Unia and the red planter, because the Unia would give us a 12 meter working capacity and 12 working width and a capacity of, do we have enough money? Oh yeah, we should have. Yeah, so the lizard planter is only 4,200. I was looking at the John Deere planter, and that's $5,400, and the Unia is 3,800. So that would be 9,400, and we don't have enough money for that. But the lizard being 4,200. And the Unia being 3,800, that's literally 8 grand. So that is doable. That is very doable. Right, so I'm gonna go tell Mike that for the time being, at least, we're gonna be taking that. And if he could just keep it here for us, or at least, like, if somebody offers way more than what we can afford, then that's not the end of the world. Then that's just, you know, it is the end, not the end of the world, but it's the end of the world as we know it. And obviously that would suck, but that would be fair. Like, I'm not gonna tell them to not sell it at all. I don't know why that PT shaft is so long. They might have just put a wrong one on there. Anyway, he says that with our tractor, we shouldn't have any trouble pulling any of these implements and working them. So yeah, I'm just gonna text him to keep the Unia and the lizard planter. Yeah, planter. All right, let's get this job done for Ryan, the contracting job. It's actually, technically speaking, our first contracting agency contracting job. There's a lot of contracting in that sentence. But yeah, it's our first actual contracting job as the agency, which is really cool. I'm very excited about this. And yeah, it's been a bit quiet, and I think it's mostly just because it's winter. The ground was frozen solid mostly, and therefore, you know, there's not been a lot of people doing actual farming stuff, like random stuff, but not a crazy amount. Yeah, so it is what it is. Unfortunately, and I think this is just due to my not slowness, but due to the fact that I had a couple of, I want to say, weeks delayed on getting the agency actually set up. I missed the cultivating, plowing, etc. season, but that's not the end of the world. There's always more seasons coming, so hopefully next season we can do some of that. So, but in hindsight, maybe I should not have bought that planter or seeder until we actually got a planter or seeding, not planter or seeder, plow or cultivator, until we actually got a plowing or cultivating job. But yeah, just another sip of my coffee. Ah, it's good. It's good coffee. Oh, no, not here. Not going in my house. All right. I will get to the farm, get the drone set up and all of that stuff, and then we'll see you afterwards, pretty much. Well, I was gonna put the drone up, but then I realized that this thing is ridiculous in its working width. I don't know what that working width is, but it's a lot. So I figured I'll just do this and have a chat with you guys while I do this, because it's not gonna take me very long. I'm thinking 3 down and ups, you know? I'm kind of doing a hedgerow and then just one in the middle, pretty much. Another sip of my coffee. Oh man, coffee is good. All right, so yeah, no drone footage, no time lapse, just you, me, and an open field. I think they usually say on an open road, but this is what we got. All right, this thing is insane. I don't know where. Oh. Should be turning. I can't quite tell. I'm putting some fertilizer on the road now. Can't quite tell where this fill level is. Front height. I don't know. I'm sure it'll beep at me or something. Or maybe actually it doesn't tell me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably missing it. And I should probably press a couple of buttons to actually get to it, but I'll know. It'll stop spitting out fertilizer when it's empty, you know, so it's not too much of a problem. I hope we've got enough. It was 4 bags. I mean, it's not our problem. Like, it's Mike's problem. He'll have to pay for it, etc. But yeah, I mean, I don't really want to do that drive all the way back to Clever Motors if I don't have to, you know? It'd be a lot easier if we can just get this done in one foul sweep. Is that foul sweep? Oh man, I'm struggling with England today for some reason. But it is okay. How are you guys doing? Let me know down in the comments how you're doing, how your journey is going on your farm. And let me know if you've ever done something that I have, you know, not dropped everything, but, you know, decided to sell everything and then, you know, start a new career that you, technically speaking, know nothing about. So yeah, let me know. I'm quite interested to know if you guys are as mad as I am. Right, and I'm gonna go that side. Now I don't think anything's planted here yet. Doesn't sound like it. Right, let's turn this on. So now it's all just about that side, and I think we're good. Just about. Get a little bit closer, get a bit of a buffer there. All right, we're looking good. This is going quick. So that was 2. Yeah, it's gonna be 4. maybe even 5, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not really all full down and up, down and ups, up and downs, down and backs, down and backs. That's the one. Because we've obviously it's getting narrower and shorter as well as we go along. So this time I'm gonna go again in a bit of a curved motion here. Make sure I get all of the edges there. And then, yeah, okay, so it's gonna be a bit more. It's gonna be a bit more. But that's alright. That's fine. And stop. Alright. Now, yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit more than one full. Actually, yeah, it's gonna be a bit more. Alright, it's alright. I shouldn't have started it then. I jumped the gun just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, this, as you can see, this is going quick. This is going really quick. Obviously, we're lucky that Ryan allows us to use his equipment, or at least on his farm, which means that the work gets done fairly quick. But if this was, well, firstly, if it was our own equipment, we couldn't quite do this yet. We'd have to buy those other implements, and this is the thing why I just need to, you know, build an array of equipment, you know, an arsenal essentially, for lack of a better term. I think I said that in the last vlog as well. Yeah, just have to build essentially an arsenal of equipment, of implements that I can use on, you know, on these contracts, and then I can take more contracts, and, you know, hopefully at some point we get to a point where, you know, we can employ people that work for us and do the contracts for us. I will admit that it's gone a lot slower than I hoped. I did hope that by this point we'd have loads of contracts in the bag and loads more money, and it's taking a little bit longer than anticipated to get it off the ground, but we're moving forward. This is, you know, first contract of hopefully many, and it's going well. It's going to be done in literally a minute or two, and then, yeah. I don't know what Ryan wants to do with the fertilizer. I'm assuming that he's got the other fields still need to be fertilized, so he'll probably keep that. But I'll just ask him if he wants me to put it anywhere, or what is his plan with that. I'll probably, actually, let me type a text quickly. Right, sent. Right, so I'm gonna hopefully get a message soon, and then that will advise me as to what I need to do with the fertilizer and what he wants to do with it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what is the deal. Oh. Okay, right, so he wants me to put it just, leave it in here. Yeah. Cool, yeah, okay, leave it in here, and then I'll just park out the front, and he'll put everything back in for me. Nice and easy. I do like working with Ryan. Ryan's such a cool dude. Such an easy dude. You know, considering the amount of money that he's got, you'd expect him to be a bit more difficult. And I'm sure that he can be if you get on his wrong side, you know what I mean? But he's just been lovely. Just really nice. I don't know if you guys remember a couple of vlogs ago, months ago now, I feel like, I hit this one of the poles on his fence with his harvester. Ooh, I nearly did it again. And he's actually got cameras on, so although I thought, ooh, I got away with it because there was no damage, etc., he did actually see it, and he said next time just drive more carefully. But yeah, he was pretty chilled about it. He actually laughed about it. So yeah, lovely dude, very, very nice guy. Can't really complain. Right, so I told him in his text that the job is done, what he wants, and he said, so just leave it out here and he'll pay me very shortly. So we're gonna head home. Actually, yeah, we're gonna have to go home. Yeah, we're gonna head home and go pick up the implements, or at least buy the implements, so that we can get them back home. Might? No, it wouldn't help taking the can we? I have to, no, we've got weights on the front, don't we? Yeah. I was thinking we might be able to put the planter on the front of the tractor, and then the sprayer pull the sprayer behind, but that's not going to work because I'm fairly confident we got weights on the front of the tractor, so yeah, that's not gonna work, unfortunately. Oh well, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. We'll just have to do a couple of trips to get our equipment there, and at some point I'll definitely have to get a shed, but I need to make a bit more money before I do that, because yeah, don't have the money for that right now. Implements are more important. I need to be spending every cent I've got on buying new implements so that more jobs open up for us, and also so jobs can be done faster and maybe in conjunction with other jobs, because currently we've only got one tractor, so I can only really take one job on a day or per day, and ideally, yeah, so weights on the front, and ideally we get two or three tractors so that we can take a cultivating job and maybe a seeding job at the same time. So yeah, that would be ideal, but that is not the case currently. Oh wow, as you can see, Ryan just paid us $9,877, which means that $9,877 would have gone into the field cost, which he paid us nearly $20,000 for that. What? That must be a mistake. That must be a mistake. I'm gonna have to give him a call. Yeah, give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna give him a call because that doesn't seem right. I feel like that's wrong. That can't be right. All right, so I just spoke to Ryan. He said it was a mistake. He was gonna split them up, but completely forgot about that when it actually got to paying. And he said if I want to, I can just send him half back, and he will put that into the property. But then I said, to be honest, it kind of helps us a bit, as long as he's happy with a couple of months more on the repayment, which he said is fine. Then we're gonna rather use that money to maybe buy some more implements, because yeah, it actually helps us quite a lot. So very, very kind of happy accident there, Last sip of coffee. I keep saying cup. Yeah, that's not warm anymore. I should have drunk it earlier, but hey, still nice, still good tasting coffee, just not really warm. Right. I just had to quickly double check that we've not got something attached, because coming from Ryan's JCB onto this one, this feels really slow, like really slow, like painfully slow. And it is, because it's half the speed. It's literally half the speed. That is sad. But it's fine. It's our tractor. It works. It's shaky a little bit, but it works. And I'm very happy. It does look like a Mercedes badge on the front, Kind of looks like we're driving a Mercedes tractor. We're obviously not, but hey. I can't really complain. We've got a tractor. We're moving forward in life. We've got nearly $20,000 in our bank account after one job. Obviously, all of that didn't come from one job, but a lot of it did. And there's still a lot of other contracts potentially coming our way. So let's hope we get a couple of contracts in the next, day or two or a couple of weeks, and see what goes for what. And obviously, we need to get just more equipment. I think we're gonna take the spreader first. Yeah, I think we're gonna take the spreader first rather than the planter. I don't know. I'm gonna have a chat with Mike and see, because Mike has a really good idea of what's going on, purely just because everybody buys everything through him. So like, he can tell, are people currently buying seed, as in are they planting, or are they buying fertilizer? If they haven't bought seed yet, then there's a good chance that more seeding or planting jobs would come up. So then it's handy or worth, having a planter. And if they have bought seed yet, then it's likely that they've already planted or seeded, etc. So probably then best to get a fertilizer sprayer. Get a sprayer. That's kind of I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That makes a little sense to me, Right. I'm going to park over here. have a quick chat with Mike, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes, you know, what's gonna happen, what we buy. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. All right, I'll see you in a second. All right, so you guys would not believe me if I don't know. You guys just wouldn't believe me. So literally just went in there, phone rang. I haven't even spoken to Mike yet, but I've decided what we're gonna do. Well, I actually didn't even get to the door. I was literally foot at the door. Phone rang, and a lady wants 2 of her fields fertilized. So we're gonna go with this one. Definitely gonna go with this one. This one is gonna be the best option. It's quite large fields apparently, so yeah, I mean that answers that question for us, right? It makes it quite easy for us to make a decision. And yeah, we're not gonna do it all today because we well, not in this vlog, because I feel like this vlog would already be quite long, but yeah, we're gonna get that done today. I'll have to get it done today, so I have to buy that, and she doesn't have any liquid fertilizer, so I have to buy that as well. And yeah, right, let's I'm so excited. It's literally a dream come true here. I got it. I'm so excited right now. All right, I'm gonna go chat to Mike, give him the money for the fertilizer spreader, or the sprayer, and then we'll go from there. All right, as you can see, we've got $12,840 now. The liquid fertilizer alone cost us $3,200, and then the $3,800 for the sprayer. So we're gonna hook up to the sprayer. The fields are actually pretty close. They're literally just, I think it's not that one. Might actually be. Anyway, we'll have a look. It's around there somewhere. It's very close, so it works really well for us. So let's go hook up the sprayer. Oh man, I'm excited. I am excited. All right. That, I think, is going to be the end of this vlog. And I'll literally start the next vlog as we step off to, well, pretty much now, really. Our second only contract as the agency, or with our own agency, which is great. So the pallet here is 2,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, and our sprayer takes 1,000, if I'm not mistaken. And that looks like it's full. Oh, and it's got a spray thing. Look, that's so cool. This tractor was literally made for this. Anyway, righto. So we're gonna leave that there for now. We're gonna go and find this field. I believe it's left, and then immediate right. And then it's a very big field across the road from the one of these businesses. So it's hard to miss apparently, but I mean, I might miss it because have you met me? And then I might have to just look. I think this might be the field actually. Let me just pull over here. Right, let me just, I think this and that one is it. Yep, literally this one, that one, it's very close. All right, happy days. This is going to be very, it's going to be quite a job, because, ooh, you know what? Didn't bring my drone with me. I do have my camera, and I can attach my camera to, like, things, but, I might have to go, I don't know. Well, let's do this, or at least a bit of this field first. Let's actually unfold this. I have no idea what the size actually is here. Oh, it goes quite wide. Yeah, well, it's, what did I say? I think it was 12 meters? Yeah, I think it was 12 meters. Not 100% sure on that, if I can remember correctly. I believe it's 12 meters, but I might be wrong. All right. Now, this will be quite a slow job, but it's not the end of the world. 12,840. And off we go. All right, so yeah, this is going to be quite a slow job. and I'm gonna, do a couple of things with the camera and try and make it fairly entertaining for you guys. I'll put it, like, hold it here for a little bit. The usual stuff we do for all of this stuff. Hold it there for a little bit. Maybe put the camera on the roof or on one of these arms or something. All right, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Up this morning, waking up before it's getting 9. Kinda heavy on my shoulders, tracking down some moments back in time. I could swore that I was in it, down to every minute. Don't know what I was sipping, but I felt like I was doing fine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. Southern comfort, hanging with my friends, all playing games. We all started at a full house, ended up just me and good old James. I could swore that I was winning, kinda had a feeling. Last thing I remember, I was drinking till the moonshine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. Just where I'm at, no idea when I'll get back. There's so much you just can't explain. No, I'm not one to lose control, but I don't really care at all how it ends or where it begins. And I'll do it again.
We are done. That took way too long. It took literally the entire day. I think there's literally, a couple of liters in that left. So all of that's done, and I have given the lady a call, told her that we are done fertilizing her fields, and I'm kind of just looking. I'm kind of inclined to buy one of those planters. I don't know. Either way, I have to take this back home first. So let's do that. And yeah, so hopefully by the time we get home, we would have gotten paid. But yeah, that took a long time. It is currently, the whole day went past. It is 4:16. It's been a long day. That took a long day. And as you would have seen, after the first field, I went and got the drone, which allowed me to do a little bit of drone footage. I didn't pay too much effort or attention to what the drone was doing. I pretty much just put it up quite high on follow mode and then just got working, just because it was, if I messed around with different shots and different angles and, you know, different positions of the drone, etc., it would have yeah, been a lot later, so it was, I think, the right choice. We would have gotten well into darkness, and then obviously you can't even see then. So yeah, I am very happy with how this tractor handled that job, though. I have to say, it moved quite well. It pulled at about 12 kilometers an hour, which isn't super fast, but you know, especially the second field was quite bumpy because they've recently had a plant or a seeder on there, and it changed the surface of the field quite bad, not badly, but made it quite bumpy. So, and the tractor handled it quite well, to be honest. I'm quite happy. Obviously there's a very good stabilizer on this camera, and also take it through stabilizing software, so you guys most of the time don't even notice, but it gets quite bouncy in these tractors, which is why I tend to drink my coffee while I'm driving rather than on the field. I do sometimes when it's you know, not too bad of a field. Like Ryan's field was very smooth actually. A little bit bumpy, but the seats got springs in, and you know, it wasn't too bad, so I was able to drink. But most of the time I either drink when I'm standing still or just driving on a normal road, because it gets bouncy. But yeah, that was good. That was a good big job. Hopefully we get paid. I think it's gonna be, I think it's just over, I can't remember now, but I think it's just over 6 grand for the large field and just over 4 grand for the small field, which wasn't a small field at all. It was just smaller than the other one. So that's a good, that's 10 to maybe 12 grand in our pocket for that, which means we're going to be at $24,000. That's a good day. That's a very good day. We've made a lot of money today. Not in this vlog. A lot of money today. Previous vlog, obviously, we got the 9,000 from Ryan from doing that extortionately large field, but with his equipment, which was really easy. And ooh, that's the other thing. I need to check on the chickens. I definitely want yeah, okay, cool. So I might have to go buy some chicken feed. Let me quickly stop. Jump out here. So I have been from time to time getting some chicken feed. Yeah, definitely need to go buy some chicken. There's still enough there for maybe a couple of days, but I want to go do it now just to get it done, get it out of the way, rather than, you know, maybe forgetting about it, getting so busy with contracts, because it does seem like it's picking up, and then, you know, forgetting to do it completely, which obviously would not be ideal. So I'm gonna pull in here. Whoa, getting a bit close to that trailer of ours. And then make a nice big turn here. Definitely need to invest in a shed at some point. Right, so we do have some spray, some fertilizer. Actually, I might drop that off. I'll keep it in there for now, because it seems like it's fertilizer season, so we might actually be getting quite a lot of fertilizer jobs. And then let's pull this tractor in here. We're driving there anyway. We're driving back to the dealership anyway. And I'm gonna ask Mike when we're there what else they still have that isn't necessarily displayed today, that maybe, you know, maybe I can get ahead of the curve a little bit, you know, and maybe get some more, yeah, some more implements on a good deal before somebody else takes it, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Ask Mike if there's anything else, and because we've got potentially 24,000. I'll have to check actually what exactly the amount is going to be. Obviously, a lot of this just goes straight into the business, straight into the agency, which currently I'm the only employee, so it technically speaking goes all to me, and I do have to pay myself some form of salary, but I don't really, you know, there's no guideline. Essentially, I'm the director, so I can pretty much, you know, take what I need to, but also I probably won't take a lot most of the time. And obviously, because it's still all in my name and my company, excuse me, I can also use it on the farm. And I can actually, if I wanted to, I could probably put the farm, yeah, I could probably hand the farm over to the agency, to the company. That might be a good idea. So the company is liable for it all. I just am an employee of the company, or even though I own the company and it, you know, it's all mine. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look. I'll have a chat to someone that's got a company. I think Ryan might have a company outside of just farming. Jack's had companies before, so he might be a good dude to talk to as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going very fast. This is what happens when I'm talking while driving. I lose track of how fast I'm actually going. And this truck, because it's so big, why am I indicator on? Because it's so big and it runs very smooth, don't always realize how fast I'm going. Anyway, I'm gonna get some chicken feed, have them loaded up on the back, and then while they do that, I'll have a look at what else Mike and the guys have to offer. I'll see you guys in a second. All right. As you can see, we got paid, I'm just trying to put it there, there you go. We got paid $4,800 for the smaller field and $8,408 for the larger field. So that puts us at just under $24,000. Mike said they do actually have quite a lot left. So what he's going to do is essentially just send me an email of everything that they've still got. And then I can pick through that, have a look, and then, you know, go from there, see what I actually want to get. And, you know, what I want to look at. Then maybe depending on the order, they might be able to put some stuff out for me specifically, but we'll see. That I need to have a look at actually what we kind of would need, because I'm not really sure. I did put my jacket on, by the way, because it was warm on the truck, because in the tractor, because the sun shone on it. Oh man, my brain sometimes. The sun kept it nice and warm, and actually the heating was on, so yeah, it was quite nice in there. But yeah, outside here it's not as warm. So yeah, I did put my jacket on, don't worry. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at the email once it's arrived. He will compile the list for me, and then we'll have to decide. I think a second tractor would be a good call, but I don't know if we've got enough money for that. We might have to do a couple of more contracts before we actually do that. You know, before we get to buy another tractor. I don't know. And then at the same time, I don't want to be buying too much. Oh, sorry. The chicken feed costs us $2,080. Excuse me. It's been a long day. So we would have had we would have actually had $26,000. And that's the other thing, obviously, won't have to buy that all the time. Hello everybody, welcome back to another vlog. It is a beautiful day, a little bit cloudy, but a beautiful day. It's nice and warm actually. You guys are probably seeing this and wondering, well, why is this miniature tractor over here? Well, I've taken up 2 contracts, and obviously we've only got the 1 tractor and cultivator. Both of them are cultivating contracts. So we're gonna, well, we've got a dude coming to, well, I don't know if it's a dude or not. We've got somebody coming to do the contract for us. which is great. We're just waiting for them to arrive. But essentially, I had to rent this from Clever Motors for us to be able to do this to these two contracts. The person doesn't actually have their own equipment, so we had to rent, which isn't the end of the world. It's going to cost us a little bit, but not too much. It depends on just, you know, how long it actually takes to do that, to do the contract. So yeah, we're just waiting, or I'm just waiting for them to rock up so they can take this tractor and they're gonna go do a field. It's quite a large field, but it's just over the hill there. Already drove past. And then once they're set off, we're gonna go do our field, which is not as big, but it is still pretty big. It's just a little bit further of a drive. So yeah, we're just waiting for them now. They said they'll be arriving anytime soon, so we'll just, you know, patiently wait for them. And off he goes. All right, so he's gonna start his cultivating job. We're gonna get ready. Got the drone, everything already inside the tractor. So we're gonna go. Oh, he's taking. Yeah, fair enough. And I'm just gonna swing by where he is just to make sure that he's actually, you know, on the right field, and just to make sure the job is being done correctly. So, I mean, that's just part of being a boss, you know. I'm kind of a boss now. I still can't get over that. That's still a bit weird for me to say, even. So, yeah. All right, we're gonna hook this up, and that should be good. Ooh, a little bit close, but that's all right. All right, that's all golden. Let's head in. All right, so to give you guys an update, I wanted to give you guys an update on the insurance regarding the truck. So if you haven't seen the previous vlog, the previous couple of vlogs, have been in an accident recently, and I say recently, a good number of months ago now, and the truck was completely written off, and we're just waiting now for insurance. It's taking a while because there was an investigation, and although it was determined, even though I admitted it, I was driving a little bit too fast, but still the fault wasn't actually mine. So insurance should be paying out in the next couple of days, apparently. I thought they were going to pay out today, but still nothing. So we'll see. We'll see. So the field, is it that one? I think it is that one. Yes, it is that one. Oh. All right then. Just wanna quickly pull in here, just make sure everything's going fine and he's doing his job. I will turn in here. I mean, that's a really weird place to start, but sure, you do what you gotta do, right? I'll leave him to do it the way he wants to. Maybe he's got a specific technique he uses, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to go too far down. Guess I can't back up. Get back up. Should be fine, but yeah, you know. You never know. Alright, then our field. Ooh, I need to quickly check the map. Alright, we're gonna take a right turn here. It's pretty much on the opposite side of town. We've driven past it a couple of times, and it's actually not too far away from two other fields we did very recently. So, well, in the previous vlog, I believe it was. So, excuse me. So, you would have seen it already. I've seen it multiple times. It's just about actually getting there. As you guys know, this is where the accident happened, right here. Car came speeding through that stop sign, and I didn't have enough time to slow down. Slammed on the brakes, but couldn't quite slow down enough, so I tumbled a couple of times, and yeah, ended up in hospital, etc. But because of that, it's been a good long while since actually doing anything, since farming, really, and you know, since driving in town. So it's not that I've forgotten the layout of town, I'm just not confident with the layout in town, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna get to the field, get the drone up, and get smashing with this job, get this done. I also want to figure out what I'm gonna do with my farm, with our farm. I'm kind of thinking of either baling or just using a forage wagon and picking up the straw. Baling would be better, especially if we can buy baling equipment, because then we can also do that for the contracting company. Is it down here? I think it's down here. And then also, I'm considering turning the other part across also into a field, but I don't know. I'm not sold on that yet because actually maybe we just buy more chickens. I wanna make a very big chicken farm, so that might be the best way to do it. Just buy more chickens. I might just do that. Maybe even another chicken coop. I don't think I could buy one. I'd have to build one again. I know how to build the one I've got there, so I might as well just build the exact replica right next to it, you know? That would be a good idea, but then also there's more chicken. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm gonna get the drone up once I get to this field and get working, so I'll see you afterwards.
I am worn, I am weary. Travel far, now retreating. I've longed for this place for so long. Now I lay me down and be long. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest. I am torn, I am bleeding. See many souls, many holy. Remember their faces home. Oh, till we meet again, oh, and I breathe in the
Alright, and we've got this last little bit here, which is then this field done. That's very good. That actually didn't take too long. It's quite a field, but it didn't take too long. And I think what I might do is drive past the other field, see how he's getting on, because he probably won't be done, but he might be quite far away. And then if he doesn't have much left, I'll just take over. And because I want to figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of the farm. You know, with the chickens, etc., etc. So I want to have a look at chicken prices. I want to have a look at how many chickens we've actually got, which might take a while. I'll have to count that. And yeah, and then have a look at potentially buying some more. And if I have to, if we can't fit any more in the current chicken coop, then I'd have to go buy the equipment to build a new one. But the problem is I don't have... Oh, we do have the trailer. I could probably do it with the tractor and the trailer. Wouldn't be ideal because it is slow, but that is definitely workable. Just would be a long trip. Like this. This is a long trip. Anyway, I'll see you guys when I'm there. Alright, we're coming up to the field now. It might be visible soon. There, I think that's the field we see. Yeah, that's the field over there. It doesn't look like he's done much. Oh, there he is, right at the edge. See him, okay. I see what he's done. He's basically divided in two. I don't know quite why. Maybe as like a mental thing, you know, because it's quite a big field, so maybe he wanted to do that just to feel better about actually doing you know, that much work. So we're gonna go off here. I'm gonna go into the field. Not doing the best of jobs. He's missed a spot there. Actually missed quite a large spot. I'm gonna quickly go over this just because I'm here. I might as well do it. You know? Otherwise he's just gonna annoy me, or it's just gonna annoy me. And I mean, he's done all of that. Oh, I see what he's done. He's straightened it out, basically. Is he? He might be taking... It is lunchtime, so he might be taking a break, actually. That is fair enough. Where is he still going? We're catching up to him, so I doubt that he's still going. Oh yeah, okay. So he's not here. Maybe he's taking a break somewhere? I might have to look for him now. I mean, the shop is over there, so he might have walked to the shop. Town is just here, so he might have actually gone and just get something to eat in the town. That's fine. Tractor's off. Key isn't in it, so that's okay. That's at least he's left it in a safe way, you know? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna give him a call. And we'll have a quick chat with him, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, yeah, he just went to get some lunch, which is fair enough. And yeah, he's off again. So yeah, he's basically explained that he's used to kind of doing half and then half. It just makes it easier for him mentally. It is still quite a lot of work to do, and that cultivator is quite small. So I told him I'll go back to the farm and figure out what we're going to do with the chickens, and then I'll come back and give him a hand. And he seemed very grateful. Obviously, that will mean he gets paid slightly less, but that's fine by me. So, let's head. We're going to cut straight across the field. Why not? And we're going to head back home. And I'll see you guys when I'm there, pretty much. So you guys seen this. You have seen this road, this drive, so many times. It's probably a bit boring for you guys already. So, yeah. I'll see you guys when we're there. Alright, so what I'm thinking, I'm just going to park it here. So what I'm basically thinking is to either turn this bit into another field like that, or just build more chicken coops. Now, we obviously want more chicken coops, depending on how many chickens this thing can still take. I need to count the chickens, which I'll get to now. And then also we could potentially... I don't know if we'll be able to fit... Might be able to fit a smaller chicken coop in here, but then we kind of lose the yard. Kind of want to keep that as our yard. If we turn it into a field, I feel like it's gonna not really help or do much, to be honest. It's... Obviously, we get wheat every year, which is great. And it's needed for feeding the chickens. And then maybe we get more, but I also don't think this is going to be much, to be honest. It's not a... Actually, it could be quite a large field. Let's count it quickly. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. You could do it that as well, but I'm not going to count that. So 37-ish meters by, on average, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 37 by 14. That's a fairly big field. And I measured it specifically in line with the current chicken coop, because then we can I can maybe build a replica just, you know, across it, just here essentially. So still have 2 chicken coops, but then also have 2 fields. So let's quickly measure this. So 37 by 14, right? So this one's definitely shorter, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, 35. So that's pretty close to the same length. Maybe like 2.5 meters shorter, and then this looks wider. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So it's significantly wider. I think lengthwise that one's probably about 40, 45 meters rather than the 37 I've counted, but I didn't count all the way down because I wanted to, you know, get a good idea of the same width, etc. I think it's workable. I think we should potentially look at doing that. I need to count the chickens, see how many this can take, and then I need to measure. Actually, I could measure that now. So let's go with right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then we obviously want to give it a gap so we can get in here with the truck or the tractor. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could potentially fit it in here. Yeah, could potentially fit it in, to be honest. And then have a fairly large field over there. I'm strongly considering that. All right, let me count the chickens, see how many we've got, and then we'll have a look. Okay, so we've got about 300 chickens in here. We can take 360, and I'm thinking if we potentially move it slightly further back to like here, 2 meters, you know, we should be able to fit another one of these in there comfortably. The problem is, it gets really close to this road, and I don't know if that's, one, legal, or even if it was legal, if it's a good idea. Hey man, good to see you. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I thought it was a friend of mine, sorry. Yeah, I don't know, it'll come to about here, which is not ideal. That's very, very close to the road, so I'm kind of torn between maybe try and figure out a way to build something different, you know? I could build something different, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We don't have the money for that anyway now. I could build something now, but it's, there's a lot of other stuff. I need to, at some point, buy a new truck. I want to try and get some more equipment. I want to try and get a baler or a forage wagon or something for this, for the straw. And then I need to cultivate that piece of field. I do think we're going to do that. We're most likely going to cultivate the field. But I would like to maybe do the chicken coop first, because that'll allow me to know exactly where to go, you know, because I might have to have a road, a little track that comes down past through here, so I can actually, you know, move a truck and a tractor down there. I don't know. All right, let's head back to the field, and we'll give him a helping hand with that contract and get that one done as quick as we can. We're here! Man, he's coming straight towards us. Alright, let's unfold this. Probably be around here, maybe slightly there. Alright, let's get going. Quite a large field, but with both of us working on here, this should go pretty quick. So, I'm gonna get the drone up, and yeah, we'll see you at the end of this contract.
They just haven't seen love this plainly. When they ask what on earth is going on, just tune your record in and play this song. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold of me. Baby, I don't care, I don't think I'd even mind. Between holding your hand, what I'm feeling in the bottles of wine. You just might be something that could stick. Well, at least I put my money down on it. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Yeah, old-fashioned love.
So we've actually swapped around. Poor person's been in the sun literally this entire time. So yeah, we've swapped around just so you can be in the cabin a little bit and I can get a bit of sun. Not that I want to. I've actually got a long sleeve on specifically so I don't burn. But yeah, we're here, and on this tractor it's actually quite a nice, it's very tiny, but it is fast. It's pretty fast. It pulls this thing very quickly. You wouldn't be able to pull much more than what we're currently pulling because, you know, it would definitely not be strong enough, but it's pretty quick. And this way, the way I do it this way, it actually works quite well because I don't have to spend so much time turning around. I just turn halfway through a different angle and then we're going. So this field will actually be done fairly quickly. Won't be much longer. I did most of that, and we probably swapped about maybe 15 minutes ago. So yeah, it's going well. It's going really well. We're going to be finishing roughly at the same time. So we'll see you then.
Till we meet again, till we meet again, oh, oh. When I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest, I am held by the forest where I go for rest. Washed by the waters of Lake Michigan, and wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest. I'm held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. Wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest.
Alright, looks like he's done over there, so I'm gonna have him drive this one back to Clever Motors, and I'll quickly finish this up, which will be very quickly. As you can see up top, it is August the 2nd, and we have been paid for the contract that we did yesterday. And I've also accepted another contract. I'm going to be doing this on my own, but I need quite a lot of equipment here. So I've currently got the tractor and the trailer, and I've spoken to Jack, and he's agreed that I can use his harvester, but I have to fill it up afterwards. And if the condition of the harvester reduces drastically through the harvest, then I have to repair, obviously. So if there's any damaging, etc. And yeah, so obviously a case of beer, as per always. That's just the standard, you know, with friends. So I'm gonna jump into the tractor, and we're gonna get the trailer. Do we have anything? Why is the trailer moving? That is not ideal. Do we have anything in the trailer? Oh man, I really hope not. I don't think we do. I also do need to still figure out what we're gonna do with the straw. Nope, it doesn't look like we've got anything in there, so that should be all good. Yeah, the straw is a bit of a problem. We definitely have to do something with it. I'm thinking of leasing a harvest tray, a forager wagon that picks it up, and then we can just sell it to, I don't know, the animal farmer or something, animal dealer, or yeah, something. I don't know. All right, let's head off to, firstly to the field. So it's going to be a lot of moving around at the start, because we've got to firstly move the tractor and the trailer to the field. Then we've got to walk across the field on the road. It's actually pretty close. It's literally right across. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken it. I first spoke to to Jack, sorry. Obviously asked him if we can use the harvester, and he was more than happy for it. And then, yeah, so I wouldn't have taken it if it wasn't as close, and obviously wouldn't have taken it if Jack didn't agree. I might have asked Ryan at that point, but I don't know if I don't know. I probably wouldn't have, to be honest. Yeah, probably not. So I'm gonna go past Jack's place, because I know how to get to the field from there. You can get to it from here, I think, or from the highway. But to be honest, I'm not 100% sure how to do that. So I'm just gonna go past Jack's place, because I know where to go from there. Luckily, it is not harvest season for Jack yet. That's actually coming up soon. As you will see, his fields are fairly well grown by now, but not quite there yet. So I think it's that field over there. Yeah, the field by the trees. You see the trees? Just next to that, there's a brown field there. That's the field we need to harvest. I think it's canola. Not 100% sure what it is. That doesn't matter what it is. We're gonna do it either way. And obviously I have double checked that we can do it with Jack's harvester. Alright, so somewhere along here there's a road that cuts through. I think it might be, it's not there, it's that field. Let's just slow down. We can go to it from here, but I don't really want to do that, just drive across somebody's property. Let's well, we can go through there. I think it's this one, actually. Yeah, it's this one. All right, very narrow road. The harvester might be a problem through here. That is my only concern, because this is obviously quite narrow. I don't know if the harvester will be able to pull through here. But we're gonna give it a shot. Otherwise, we'll just have to go through. We could probably go through there. It probably won't be the end of the world if we go through here, but yeah, that's quite a big field, and that does look like canola. Yeah, to be honest, we're probably gonna just have to go through here. Yeah. It's gonna be the only thing. I don't know whose that would be. That'll probably be the cafes, or the diners. Let's quickly ask them if that's okay. We just need to go through there. I'm sure they'll be fine with it. Alright, so I spoke to the cafe. They are absolutely fine with us going past there. I did explain that we have quite a large machine and that we cannot actually go through the road because we don't have the trailer for said machine. So for the header. Luckily, everybody here understands. You know, like it's a farming community, and everybody literally either has family members that farm or own their own farms or have friends that farm, and sometimes these people tend to help on these farms. So everybody has a really good understanding of how farming, etc. works, which obviously does help a lot. But yeah, so not but. So yeah, it does help me a lot. And, you know, obviously all the farmers as well, because we don't have to explain too much detail. People just accept that there are going to be tractors and there are going to be machinery and stuff that drives through, you know, fields, pieces of land, etc. Obviously, we don't have a right to just move through property, but, you know, by itself or just by law, we can't just go through. It's not the UK or Europe, but as long as you ask permission and as long as you're nice about it, people don't really tend to care. So that's good. That's very good. Very helpful. It's a very helpful community. It's actually, I mean, it should be. If I'm honest, it's created purely from farming, so it does make sense for them to be very helpful, because otherwise the community, the town, wouldn't exist, and it wouldn't be as flourishing of a town as it would have been, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, alright. Let's just lower this a little bit. So I'm gonna do a headland first. Yeah, a big headland first, and then I think I'm just gonna keep that there, but let's open the back. Alright. Alright. All open, all done, all put away. That's neatly there. That's tied down. That's not going anywhere. So, yeah, I'm just going to come in here. Yeah. Alright, we're going to start this side, and then I'll do a headland, and then that'll give us a lot more space to turn around at the other sides as well. Alright, let's do that. In we go. And, ooh, I need to unfold it. I very nearly forgot to do that. Right, we're sorted. Let's turn this on. And we're working. Alright, so I did put the drone in, and I will quickly just do this first headland, and then I'll get the drone up and sort that out so you guys can get a nice little view. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Waking up this morning, waking up before it's getting 9. Kinda heavy on my shoulders, tracking down some moments back in time. I could've swore that I was in it, down to every minute. Don't know what I was sipping, but I felt like I was doing fine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line.
We've got the first load full, and as you can see, I was just going in a headland format just to get, you know, a good amount of distance so I can very easily turn around if I need to, and just in case something goes wrong, you know, I don't know, you never know, so I have a little bit more leeway to fix anything. So I'm gonna get the pipe out for now. We're not going too fast, so it should be all right, and I should see the pipe. I don't. This might get difficult. Alright, let's have a look. Oof, that is close. Oh, I do see the pipe. Right. There we go. Actually, a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. That's great. Alright, and obviously we've got quite a lot still to do, which is fine. That shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to finish the headland up at the top, and then I'll carry with the down and ups, or ups and downs, or whatever you want to call it. The to and fro's, the crosses, the... I don't know, is there anything else? Let me know down in the comments if you know of any other things that it could be called. So that should be it. Cool. Happy days. Let's fold that back in. And we're going to head back. Just make sure there's enough distance. Yep, cool. Whoop. Whoa. It felt like I was drifting, but I keep forgetting that the the wheels are on the back of the harvester, obviously. The turning wheels are on the back of the harvester, so you can actually turn quite quick. But you don't think about it when you're, you know, when you're so used to how a normal thing drives. Anyway, I'm gonna get this headland done, and then I'm gonna carry on with the rest of the field. So, again, for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Wandering through Wichita, doubt my salvation on account of all the ways I've gone wrong. And I'm lonesome and alone. I've been searching for the banks of peace like this, with a worn out liver and a hole in my soul. Winter time's coming, these days are shorter than my temper. I can't wrestle with my angels, and they got a blue heel on my throat. And I'm wandering through Wichita, doubt my salvation on account of all the ways I've gone wrong. And I'm lonesome and lonely.
Everybody, it is done. This was actually a very, very big job. Mostly just because I've constantly had to stop and head back with the... Is that pipe out? I should have it out. No, it's not out. Okay, well, mostly just because I had to stop and constantly go and drop off the canola because the trailer was full. It's not a very big trailer. And it's quite a large field. So yeah, that was a little bit of a longer job than anticipated. It's not the end of the world, but we got it done, and that's all that really matters ultimately. But yeah, it took quite a lot of trips to and fro, and that is a slow drive. It's a very slow drive, so literally has been an entire day of harvesting this field, which is obviously not ideal, but it is alright. It is a job, and it's getting us money, and it should be quite a good amount of money. So, thinking of charging probably about 7 grand for that because it took the whole day, and like a lot of that is obviously down to the equipment we've got to use, and you know, ooh, I need to fill it, but I can't really fill it with the header on, so I need to put the header down here first. Put it in where it's supposed to be. Bit more under the trees. We'll lower that so I can actually get to it. And yeah, it's not dark yet, but as you can see, the sun is obviously setting. That's good. Unhooked that. I don't have a means. I would like to clean it, but I don't think Jack's actually got any. I'll just have to tell him I'm gonna actually come clean it tomorrow, I think, because I think he does have a power washer, but I don't see it, so I'll have to ask him. And obviously it is getting late, so I don't want to do that right now. It's currently 10 to 7 pretty much, so yeah, it's well, 6:45, so it is quite late. It's been a long day, so I'm going to fill it up before they close, although you can fill up 24/7. And $190 fuel cost, but that's done. That's all good, all sorted. So let's go put this back, and then yeah, I'll tell Jack I'll come wash it at some point in the very near future, because obviously it is now dirty, quite dirty. It wasn't clean, but it wasn't this dirty. So yeah, I have to do that, and then I've got to get the last trailer unloaded at the location, which I'll show you now. Obviously you guys wouldn't have seen it yet, but I will go show you. It is actually quite a lot of large field out. It's not that big a field compared to a lot of other fields I've seen and been on. Let's just push that slightly forward. That is not where it should be. Also, I need to unfold it or fold it. Right, that should do. Yeah, that's better. All right, so let's go grab the trailer, and I'll show you where I've been dropping it off. And I'll probably get paid tomorrow. Likely, I'll send the email today. But yeah, I don't expect them to actually, you know, it is after hours, so I don't expect them to actually do that. And I'm sorry, the camera's got this torch, the light, like a flash thing on that goes on when it picks up dark light or less bright light. So I'm sorry, it's just gonna keep going on. It's really annoying, but it's not the end of the world, I guess. It just annoys me, I think, probably more than you guys. Anyway, we're yeah, just gonna get the trailer. I need to put the sheet up so that it doesn't, because obviously this, as you drive, it can blow away, so you don't really want that. Right, so I'm gonna do that, get driving, and I'll show you on the way. All right, the sheet is up, we're started, and we're on the way, slowly but surely. Right, and as you will see now, it is quite a drive, and it's quite a slow drive as well. It's not a very fast drive. So, because it's heavy, the trailer is heavy, the tractor is strong, but it just, when it's heavy, it doesn't have a lot of speed. So, yeah, it can get up to quite a large speed, but not near what would make this a short trip, you know. All right, let's turn left here. I'm very tired. It's been a long day. A lot of concentration doing a harvesting like that. It's the, you know, the small things that make a big difference in how tired you are at the end of a day. You know, even though I've been sat down pretty much the entire day, just driving, really. I've been moving to and from, obviously, so I would, you know, harvest, then I would stop. Once it's full, I'd stop, I'd pipe out. Sometimes I'd drive to the trailer to fill the trailer, and then sometimes I would literally just pull the trailer closer just so it's a bit closer, and then I would drive again. It's literally just a whole day of driving, but the concentration it takes to not miss any spots, to, you know, be in line as much as you can, to not hit the pipe on the trailer or the tractor as you let it go out. You know, all of these small little things that make you concentrate a lot more. It takes a lot of energy to focus on stuff like that. So yeah, I am very tired. I cannot wait to get to bed. It's gonna be a very, very good night's sleep. I've been more tired before from physical jobs, but yeah, I don't know. I guess you can't really understand it unless you do it yourself. I wouldn't have understood, like, if somebody told me, oh, I'm so tired, I've been driving all day in a tractor, you know, I'd be like, how can you be that tired of driving a tractor? But trust me, you can. You can be very tired just driving a tractor. And the other thing is also, this tractor doesn't have power steering, so driving this specifically is quite difficult, quite strenuous, actually. Luckily, my arm's fine now. I can drive fairly freely with not too many problems. It does hurt. It probably is gonna hurt tomorrow and maybe for a couple of days, but it's not, it's just like delayed onset muscle soreness, you know, like when you go to the gym, you train hard, that pain you feel, it's just that. It's not the actual injury that still hurts, it's just that. And then obviously the cold affects it as well. When it gets really cold, I can feel, especially my collarbone, I can feel that quite badly. But it's alright, it's alright. It's, luckily this place is pretty much open 24/7, because it's part of the station, so a train actually comes past here. Nope. So, yeah, and the night manager's here already, it looks like. Right. Probably don't need the indicator anymore. Make sure we're all on, and then tip it. Look at that. Oh man, this tractor needs a wash as well. I feel like I should invest in a power washer. Yeah, I probably should invest in a power washer. I think there's more important things that I should buy, but I need to invest in a power washer. That's definitely, because if we're going to use, you know, when we lease equipment, when we borrow Jack's or Ryan's equipment, then, you know, you do kind of want to hand it back in a good condition, you know, as much as you can, obviously. And although I have very little mechanical skills with regards to fixing the tractors, I can do basic stuff and I can figure it out through YouTube, but although I don't have much of that, I can at least keep it clean, you know, or clean it afterwards. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna drive home and I'll quickly talk you through my plans, I think, for what we're gonna do in the coming days or coming weeks with regards to our farm. I'm gonna try and not take too many contracts very soon and actually try and get some work done on our farm. And if I do take contracts, I'll try and hand that off to, you know, we've got a couple of people on the list that, you know, I can contact to do the work for us. So I might just do that from time to time. We're here, and I'm gonna quickly take all of this off, and then I'll talk you through. So, firstly, tomorrow, or at least as soon as I can, find a forage wagon that is available to lease. Or to borrow. I'm gonna forage wagon, I don't know, hoover this, rake, I don't know, get all of this, get all of this up and sell it, which is not going to be a lot of money, I am aware of that, but it's going to be a little bit. And then my plan is, so I've already looked at this, right? So if I remove this panel and then shift all of these, that panel length this way, and then and then do the same this side, remove this panel, put it in that side, and then move this fence towards here in line with that. I can move this entire thing fairly easily. You know, the 2 meters I need over here, which will mean it comes to about just over here, which is right here, right? Which gives me the space to then build another one of these, because I know the dimensions, I know exactly how much it costs, I know exactly how much I need, etc. to put it here. My only problem is going to be the chickens, what I do with them. I might just put them all in there in the meantime, and then, you know, yeah, put them in there, and then once the fence is built, I can let them all out and then move the little shed thing. So, yeah, we're going to have 2 chicken coops over here. And then this one, I'll turn this into a field. A very big field. Not a very big field. A similar size field to that, which will then give us more wheat, which we will need to feed all of the chickens we'll have. We'll have about, at some point anyway, if both of them are full and all chickens are grown, we'll have nearly 7... Oh no, we'll have more. We'll have 720 chickens, which is a lot of chickens. And then obviously that will hopefully give us quite a lot of eggs. So I wasn't actually going to vlog today because it's quite a busy day, but I just got the notification, as you can see at the top, that I just got the insurance money back from the accident. So essentially, we put 2 different claims in. So one is for the medical expenses, but that has not gone through yet, and I don't know if that will. And then the other one is for the accident itself, as in the stress it caused, being out of work. So because I couldn't actually fulfill my job at the company. And then also for the damage of the vehicle, obviously. And, well, the vehicle was written off, so, you know, more than just damage of the vehicle, but you know what I mean. So, that's great. A lot of money extra there, $13,000. So we're sitting at $30,000 now, but we've got a lot to do. It is September, the very 1st of September. I've spent the last month building that. I'm very excited to show you this, guys. So, let's go outside. I've obviously got the eggs here, because I had to remove all of that. It was quite a job. I had to shovel, literally use a shovel, and get all of the wheat out of here, and I spread it into the trailer. And then I actually put all the chickens into the trailer as well. It was, for them, quite stressful. We actually lost 3 chickens. Not as in, they didn't run away, they died. And I think that's just due to the stress. Some people say that when moving, etc., it is a lot of stress. So, yeah, so I put them in there. It was very crammed, and we got it done. So I realized when I started moving stuff around, I can just pretty much just not lift everything up. Obviously, to some degree I did, but you leave the base of that building where that was. So that building is exactly the same spot it was. All I did is I literally just moved the wooden parts around because it's actually a concrete base. So that I realized I had to do something like that, and then I just built everything else around it in this way, put everything down as it needed to be, and then I finished this one first, and then I put the chickens back immediately. This took me about 5 days to complete. So once I got the chickens out and all of that stuff, I started, and then doing all of the building, moving because I did it all by myself. And yeah, it took about 5 days to complete this one, and it looks good. I like it. It's I kind of like this layout. You know, I get to walk out and see the chickens immediately. And then I built the second one. I was able to find an exact replica of the little trailer cart thing. I don't know what you would call that. This one's slightly more damaged on the inside, but it's fine. I pretty much just made sure there's no holes. It was in a bit of a worse condition, but a worse condition than the other one. But I just made sure there was no holes, and you know it's workable. So I did that, and then I built this exact same, pretty much a replica of the other one, and I think it works. I think it works really, really well, which now gives us all of this to make a field, which I'm very excited about. which hopefully, if I have the time, that's going to be the plan for today once I've done this bit. Because as you can see, I've not gotten to this yet. And we need to make a plan. So obviously there's no chickens in here because we don't have food for it. I obviously want putting the chickens out of that back into here. I'm going to fill this first, and because, you know, we had about 5,000 liters of wheat left, I just put that in there. I think it was 5,300-ish estimate. And yeah, we put that in there. So we've got one almost full. I think we can have maybe 60 more chickens in here. Depending on the size of the chickens that... Hello? I'm not bringing you food, mate. Depending on the size of the chickens, that might change. So if you've got a lot of big chickens, which we actually do have, our chickens are quite large, which is a good thing, I think. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. It's not that important. But we've got the same size, which means we can totally, or have up to 720 chickens. That's a crazy amount of chickens. I do need to figure out... Excuse me. I do need to figure out the feed, because the food, pure wheat, is just not as effective. They need like a protein source and, you know, all kinds of stuff as well. So yeah, this isn't as good. I need to figure out what to actually give them and how we're going to do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to get this done, which I need the tractor for, because I need to go to Clever Motors, hire a forage wagon, which shouldn't be too expensive for the day. I mean, it's only going to be a couple of hours, really. Hoover this up, all of this up, and then go sell it to the animal dealer. I've already had a chat with a couple of people around here, and depending on how much I can get off this, how much it actually is, how much it weighs, we can, you know, sell it to some people. So let's get the tractor. I need to close the door because I didn't do that, and I have a tendency to leave it open, especially now that it was summer. But September, it's not cold yet, but it is going to start getting a bit cooler, so I need to remember to do that. All right, start this beauty up. It's actually not run much. I used it a little bit to move the trailer around, but that is literally it. Obviously, contracts have been fairly stood still, mostly just because there's not a lot of farming going on now. Most of the farming stuff now are like fertilizing and, you know, herbicide, stuff like that, where we can maybe do some of that. Can't really do most of it. The planting's been done, cultivating's been done, all of that stuff's been done. So ultimately we're limited by the equipment that we've got. So I need to have a look at, excuse me, at investing in some more equipment. Now with the money from the insurance, this first bit, it would be great if we get a little bit more from the medical. Probably won't pay for everything because I've got medical insurance anyway, so that obviously would have paid for the actual medical expenses, apart from a couple of like an excess that I had to pay. But because of the accident, so my medical bills being caused by an accident that was in inverted commas, or in yeah, is it inverted commas? What's the right word for that? Quotations? Yeah, quotations, I guess. In quotations, not my fault. The lawyer thought that it might be worth trying. The worst thing that can happen is they can just go, no, you don't get it. You're not getting any, which is fine. Then we're just not getting any more money. But that would be very cool if we could get a bit more, even if it's just a couple of grand. Anyway, besides the point, the plan is to potentially purchase a truck, or maybe like a Gator or something smaller, like maybe a Polaris or something. I don't know, something that I can zip around town with, that, you know, doesn't necessarily allow me to do work on the farm, but can do something, you know. So I'm thinking a Gator might be a good idea, because Gators, they can carry some of, depending on which one you get. You can have a little bit of a cab, not a cab, you know what I mean. What do you call that? I don't know. Anyway, the back bit you can put stuff on. blanking in my head right now. But anyway, so that might be an option for us. I'm kind of considering that, but I don't know yet. We'll see what I end up getting. If I end up getting anything, if I really need to, I will. I want to, but also depending on what Clever Motors can, you know, provide farming equipment wise, it might be better just for the long run to purchase something that actually can do contracts, you know. So like maybe another tractor, maybe a bigger tractor or a bigger cultivator or a sprayer or planter or seeder or something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll have a look. For now though, I am just about rocking up at Clever Motors, and I'm gonna have to go inside. And oh, they're still selling this stuff. Wow, this has been there for ages. I might actually look at some of that. That might be worth it, actually. Or maybe they're doing it again. I haven't been here in a month. So, yeah. Maybe they're just doing it again. Maybe it's running. I don't know. I'll ask Mike and see what he says. But anyway, all right, we're going to go in here. I'm going to go in here. I will have a chat with them, get the forage wagon, have a chat about that, and have a look at other implements that we might need to, you know, move the business forward. So let's have a look. So we got this forage wagon, they moved it out for us. Good little chat, coffee and biscuits with Mike. And yeah, so they're essentially just keep running. They didn't get everything sold, so they're just going to continue doing what they have been continuing to put out stuff on a weekly basis and selling it. So we'll have a look. I think we've got everything we need with regards to everything that's out. I'll maybe at the end of the day have a look at what they've got. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But for the most part, we should have all of that. And then maybe next week we'll have another look. This is apparently gonna keep going until they've sold everything. So yeah, Mike kind of suggested or alluded to the fact that alluded to the fact that they will obviously get new equipment to sell all the time, so it's likely that it'll just continue pretty much indefinitely. So that's kind of cool. I'm quite happy with that. Means we might have opportunity to buy some really good quality secondhand stuff rather than, you know, like we've had before, where we buy secondhand stuff and it just causes problems, where it's either broken or, you know, not strong enough, etc. We've had some problems. I mean, to be fair, we've also had some problems with Clever Motors and stuff, the stuff that we bought from them, but that it's likely mostly due to the tractor that we had. I don't know if you guys remember that when we tried to cut the grass. We did cut the grass. We tried to bale the grass, and yeah, didn't work. So yeah, frustrating, but anyway, the point is that it would be very good for us if we can, you know, maybe buy some more stuff from them rather than from elsewhere. You know, people that we don't know, people we don't trust, people that might have not looked after their equipment as well, etc., etc. So yeah, quite good. Now, I do need to find a way to wash this tractor. This tractor is in a very dirty state. It is a tractor, it's a farming implement, it's made to work, so I'm not too worried about it, but also, as it's, in quotation marks, the company's vehicle also, it doesn't always look good if you rock up at a farm, you know, providing a service, but your equipment looks like it'll fall apart. So, not purely, but for the sake of the business image, and I guess my image somewhat, it's probably worth cleaning it. Alright, we are picking up. So, I quickly, before I started, just had a quick look. And power washers are actually not too expensive. So, I might, once I'm done with all of this, actually maybe with all of the work that needs to be done today, I might just go have a look at go to the dealership, go to Clever Motors, and have a look at maybe buying a truck or something. And I have been looking, and there are some really good options, but I've not decided. So maybe look at buying something like, maybe not like I mentioned earlier, a Gator or something, and then also buy a power washer so I can actually, you know, start washing the implements, keep them nice and clean, because I do have to look after them. It is our only equipment. You know, if we don't take care of it, it's not going to take care of us. So yeah, I need to make sure that I take good care of our equipment. And this job should be done pretty quickly, so I'm not even gonna put the effort into getting the drone out, because to be honest, it's gonna be so quick. I don't think it's worth it. Before you know it, it'll be done, and then we're gonna go sell it. So yeah, getting the drone out, setting that up, having it follow. I know you guys don't necessarily experience it in that way, because you know you see what I show you, and obviously I'm not going to show you the setup process because that's boring and that's not why you're here. But that does excuse me, that does take quite a while. I think I've got, like, I don't know, maybe it's like my hay fever's been really bad recently, and I think it's either I've got some cold or something coming up, or it's just a hay fever that's, you know, caused a nasal drip and now I cough. This happens at least once a year. It's really frustrating, but it does happen, and it's, you know, just the way it is. I guess, you know, living around all of this grass and with, you know, all the dust and stuff that happens on fields, etc., it's bound to happen, especially as a farmer. So I just gotta get used to it. But yeah, it is frustrating, and I apologize if I cough or have to interrupt myself by clearing my throat. So I'll try and do most of that with, you know, my mouth away from the mic, you know, maybe move the camera out of the way, but I can't always guarantee that. So apologies if I do cough in your ear. At least the tractor sound is quite loud, so if I do cough now, you're not necessarily going to hear it as much. I'm actually just going to go straight around. So I had to clear my throat there again. Woo! Alright. I can pick the rest up later if I miss a bit. It looks like I might have missed a bit. And we're actually almost full. We're gonna be full very, very soon. I'm expecting it to stop working any second. It's got an automatic stop. So it should, once it reaches full capacity, it should switch off the PTO. Actually still going. Let's have a look. Oh, actually there's loads at the back. Okay, it just looks really full from our perspective. But yeah, okay, that's loads, but the loads open at the back. We might actually be able to finish this entire field with just this one trailer. Or wagon, forage wagon. Alrighty. Almost done. These last two strips are going to be pretty quick. And then I kind of just need to decide where I want to sell it. I am inclined to go to the animal dealer because, you know, they've been helping us a lot with good prices on the chickens. And he actually did offer as well to house the chickens for us for a little bit when I did the whole move. But it wasn't really necessary, so I thankfully declined. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm leaning towards him just because he's a nice dude and he's helped us. So, but I'll have a look. I'll have to have a look and maybe just do a quick couple of calls around, see where we can maybe get the best price. It probably won't be much, but if it's, you know, $300 instead of $200, then I feel like that's worth it. Okay, I think that's full now. Yeah, alright. To be honest, I'd screw it. We're just gonna go animal dealer. It's the closest, and like I said, he's a good dude. He's helped us. So, actually, this is a close enough way. We might just The problem is the bridge. I actually had to, on the way here, I actually had to reverse out of the bridge because there was an old lady, and you know, the trailer, as you can see, it comes out quite wide, so I have to almost drive in the middle of the road. And the poor old lady, she just couldn't reverse. She tried. She gave it her best shot, but yeah. There's another car coming, so we'll just wait for him. And then we're going to quickly shoot through. I don't want to go through the water with the straw. I probably should have when we got here, when I came here in the first place, should have gone through the water, but then it, you know, at the same time, it doesn't really matter. It's not that difficult to reverse with this. It's a fixed, whatever you call that. Let me know down in the comments what you call that. Fixed arm? Yeah, arm makes sense, right? So, yeah. And so, unfortunately, I don't know if you guys remember, I have spoken to Jack. I've mentioned it before, but Jack does some racing, and he's invited me to go with him. Unfortunately, he went this last month. He had 2 races that he went to. I couldn't join just because I really wanted to get the chickens and stuff done. So there was a bit of a gap between where I actually had to wait for some of the equipment because I didn't quite have enough wood for the whole thing. So I started building, and I literally, I don't know, like 70% through, I had to stop and waited for almost a week for more wood to arrive. So that was a little bit frustrating, but it's alright. It got it done, but yeah, I would have really liked to go with him and get some racing done, but hey, it is what it is. Right, let's have a look. Nice. I'm gonna go inside quickly, and they're gonna tell me how much we're getting. $1,414. Can you believe that? That's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. All right, let's get in here, and we'll go pick up the loss a little bit. That's not going to be much, but you know, it's a little bit, even if it's just $20. So the John actually said the only other place that we would have gotten more for what he offered us, what he gave us, again, like I said, nice dude, is the biogas plant, and that's on the opposite side of town anyway. So that was, to be honest, never really an option in my mind. But yeah, he's a very, very good dude, super friendly, and although it's a business, he doesn't seem to be in it for the money, you know, which I like. I love people like that. It's so cool when you meet people that, you know, although they run a business and theoretically speaking, they should be really focused on just making money, they're so passionate about what they're doing and about, you know, farming and about the community and about animals that it's not really about that for them, you know what I mean? I just love that. That's so cool. So yeah, he's such a nice dude. I need to come pick that up. I sent an email to the council, but you know, they can only do so much, and I think jobs, they do jobs by like priority. Well, that's kind of the way that makes sense to me. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but it kind of makes sense to me that way. You know, fixing a road is more important than putting up a sign that doesn't really do much, and that there are more repetitive signs, more signs of the same type saying the same thing, you know, elsewhere or around. Wow, this is going to be, I almost feel like this isn't really worth it, but we'll do it. Screw it. We have to take it back anyway. We drove all the way here now, so we might as well just pick this up and then go drop it off. Excuse me, at the the animal dealer at John's. Sorry, I don't know if you guys always, I should have turned that off. I don't know if you guys always remember the names of people that I've met and worked with, so I try and call them by their business names, I guess you could call it, rather than their actual names. So even though I have personal relationships with a lot of these guys, you know, we go for beers, we play some golf together, you know, we talk farming together, etc. And we run into each other at the shop, grocery store shopping, you know, Friday night, bingo nights, etc. We do all kinds of stuff, and you get to know these people, you know. So even though I obviously experience that, I'm not vlogging any of that, so you guys don't know necessarily who I'm talking to or who I'm talking about. You know, if I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go to Billy's, you're like, who the hell's Billy? I don't know a Billy. Who's... So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I try to reference them as, or reference to them as you would know them. I hope that makes sense. Anyway. Right. Yeah, that's the way we're turning. Right. Okay, so I'm just gonna drop this off, get that lost a little bit. That's probably gonna be $20, but get the lost a little bit, and then I'm gonna go drop this off at Clever Motors. The cost was $298 for the initial lease, so for like the insurance part and like the first hour, and then every hour on top of that is $94. So we're not gonna have to pay that because it's gonna be under an hour. Why am I putting my indicator on? Gonna be under an hour. So yeah, that's good. $300. It's not too bad for, you know. So essentially, well, we got 1,400 and something. I can't remember the exact number, but we got 1,400 and something from that. It's literally just gonna go. See what I mean? We got $1,400. So I'll send John a message saying that we've just delivered a little bit more. Oh, he's looking through the window. That's fine. Cool. He sees. All right. So $1,400 from that. It cost us $300 to, you know, lease the trailer, the forage wagon. So let's make it $1,150 we made. That's not bad, you know, with straw. Huh. I don't mind that. No, he's going. I can't see the road. Good. All right. So I'm going to go and drop this off now at Clever Motors. And we'll probably call it there for now. And then the next vlog, I'll make it. The next vlog will be on the same day. Will be today, this afternoon. But I'll be doing the other field. I just want to break it up because otherwise, you know, the camera memory card's risk of getting full, and then the editing process takes so much longer, and I'm not very good at editing, so I am still learning. And yeah, I wanna, you know, be able to actually, you know, not just sit the whole night and edit for 3 hours, you know, still live. You know what I mean? All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next vlog.